Hello and welcome to the Global News. I'm your anchor and here are the top stories for today. Lunai Bioworks launched Sentinel, an AI safeguard preventing generation of novel chemical agents. Built on 550 million public chemical structures plus proprietary toxicology datasets. Real-time biosecurity layer embedded directly in AI systems. CEO David Weinstein calls it the immune system for scientific AI. Industry tests flagged 72% of sequences on average, including 97% of highest-risk agents. A major breakthrough in AI safety infrastructure. Spain's government approved something historic. Regularizing 500,000 undocumented migrants. Minister Elma Saiz announced, eligible beneficiaries work, in any sector, throughout the country. Applicants must have lived in Spain 5 months before December 31, 2025. Clean criminal record. Apply during April-June window. Prime Minister Sanchez stressed Spain needs migration to fill workforce gaps and counter aging population pressures. Sweden's government lowered the age of criminal responsibility from 15 to 13. Effective July 2026 through July 2031. Why? Surge in organized violent crime tied to gang recruitment. Justice Minister Strömmer cited 52 young people under 15 involved in murder cases in 2025. The proposal abolishes youth sentencing reductions for offenders over 18. Raises maximum sentences for under 18s to 18 years. Azerbaijan arrested 3 suspects planning an attack on the Israeli embassy in Baku. Conspiring with Islamic State Khorasan province members. The 3 men, aged 20 and 2 born 2005. Allegedly obtained weapons while planning the strike. Israeli Foreign Minister Gideon Sa'ar visited Baku Monday, 1 day before the arrest announcement. This reflects a pattern of foiled ISIS-K plots in the region. TikTok settled a class action lawsuit Tuesday, just hours before trial began. Plaintiff KGM. A 19-year-old California woman who claimed childhood addiction caused depression and anxiety. Settlement terms remain undisclosed. Snap settled the same claim January 20. Meta and YouTube continue facing litigation. Experts warn verdicts could set precedent comparable to big tobacco trials. Italian officials expressed outrage Tuesday over U.S. plans to deploy ICE agents at Milan Cortina Winter Olympics beginning February 6. Milan Mayor Giuseppe Sala called ICE militia that kills. ICE clarified Homeland Security investigations will support diplomatic security for Vice President Vance and Secretary Rubio. Will not conduct immigration enforcement. Italian politicians demanded prevention of ICE involvement. France's National Assembly approved a groundbreaking bill banning children under 15 from accessing social media platforms. 130 lawmakers voted in favor. 21 against. President Macron urged fast-tracking implementation by September 2026. The bill mandates age verification systems. Requires TikTok, Snapchat, and Instagram to block younger users. France becomes the second country after Australia implementing such restrictions. A 42-year-old British Columbia man received 5 months jail. Why? Uploading 18 videos and 80 photographs to Pornhub without ex-partner's consent. Judge McQuillan ruled the actions premeditated and revenge-motivated. The Pornhub account generated over 10,000 views before removal. This judgment reflects court seriousness regarding image-based sexual abuse and revenge porn legislation effectiveness. Montreal's Douglas Mental Health University Institute suffered catastrophic flooding Monday. Burst pipes inundated 4 research laboratories. The 1896-built Lehman Pavilion experienced 60% water damage, exceeding $1 million destruction. Researchers lost over 10 years of Alzheimer's and depression studies. This marks the second water incident in 2 years. Aging infrastructure and delayed renovations left the facility vulnerable. The European Commission opened proceedings Tuesday requiring Google to grant third-party AI companies equal access to Gemini services and anonymized search data within 6 months. The action addresses concerns Google leverages market dominance to favor proprietary Gemini AI while restricting rivals' access. EU regulators can impose interim measures if Google's responses prove insufficient. DMA violations carry fines up to 10% of global turnover. Video game giant Ubisoft announced cutting 200 positions at Paris headquarters. That's 18% of French staffing through voluntary collective termination. This marks the company's first significant layoffs in France after years of global cost reduction. CEO Guillemot stated the measure aligns with restructuring involving 6 game cancellations, 7 delayed titles, and studio closures. An expected operating loss exceeds €1 billion. Over 60 anti-ICE protesters arrested Tuesday at Hilton Garden in Manhattan. Around 100 demonstrators packed the Tribeca lobby around 6 p.m. chanting slogans. Blowing whistles. Wearing shirts reading, Hilton houses ICE. Police warned for 45 minutes. Then officers began making arrests using zip ties. Loading protesters onto buses around 8 p.m. It's unclear if immigration officers were actually present inside the hotel. The Trump administration notified Congress Tuesday taking preliminary steps to reopen the U.S. Embassy in Caracas, Venezuela. Closed since March 2019. The State Department plans phased approach deploying temporary diplomatic staff to conduct select functions from temporary facilities. Secretary Rubio stated the move reflects opportunities following Maduro's January 3 capture. Interim President Rodriguez established respectful communication channels with the Trump administration. The UK government announced expansion of AI Skills Boost program, offering free AI training to every adult targeting 10 million workers by 2030. Technology Secretary Kendall stated, the government wants AI to work for Britain. The initiative delivered 1 million courses since June 2025. Partnering with Microsoft, Google, Amazon, IBM. Workers gain practical skills covering text drafting, content creation, administrative automation. Captain Philip Gilbert Muldowney died Sunday during tactical live-fire training at Audubon Training Area in Northumberland. He was 25. Royal Artillery Officer commissioned December 2020. Served as Fire Support Team Commander in 129 Battery. Previously deployed to Estonia. Colleagues remembered him as an enthusiastic officer inspiring those around him. The Ministry of Defense confirmed his death Tuesday. Circumstances under investigation. A 95-year-old woman was tied up Tuesday morning in attempted robbery at her Little Holton home. A man offered to clean windows. Entered property. Demanded cash and her purse. Her friend arrived. Confronted the intruder. Suspect fled before police arrived. Greater Manchester Police launched inquiries. Increased patrols. Detective Inspector Davies called the attack vile. Commended the victim's brave friend. The victim? Physically unharmed. Storm Chandra battered the United Kingdom Tuesday. Severe flooding. Strong winds. Heavy rainfall. Multiple rail line closures and massive transportation disruptions. A sinkhole developed along key rail infrastructure. Southwestern England under amber weather warnings. Rainfall 30 to 50 millimeters. Elevated areas 60 to 80 millimeters. Over 90 flood warnings active. 260 flood alerts across England, Wales, Scotland, Northern Ireland. Thousands experienced power outages. Schools closed. Football matches postponed. Scotland's Court of Session granted judicial review Tuesday of Palestine Action proscription. A significant victory for activists seeking to overturn the ban. Full hearing scheduled March 17 to 18 in Edinburgh. Palestine Action was proscribed under anti-terrorism legislation following demands for tighter restrictions on protest organizations. The judicial review could overturn the proscription order affecting over 2,500 arrests. Scottish Greens called the review a crucial step. Fighting authoritarian government action. Rapper Nathan Takosi, known as Digdat, received life sentence Tuesday at London's Old Bailey. 26 years old. Minimum 24 years imprisonment. Why? Premeditated drive-by shooting in Notting Hill. He and accomplices fired 6 shots at Daniel Ofiaintau through car window November 20, 2023. Victim required life-saving surgery. DNA evidence placed Tokosi in stolen Audi. Judge Monroe called him dangerous offender. 8 previous convictions including stabbing at age 13. Germany's Interior Minister Dobrindt announced Tuesday €1 million reward for information leading to arrest of far-left Volkengruppe. Suspected causing Berlin's worst blackout since World War II. January 3 arson attack on high-voltage cables. Approximately 45,000 homes lost power. 2,200 businesses without electricity. Nearly a week during freezing temperatures. Volkengruppe claimed responsibility through online statements stating intent was targeting fossil fuel industry. Police launched publicity campaign. Dobrindt vowed to strike back. That concludes our global news for today. Thank you for watching.